Good evening folks, I'm the Closet Gamer and tonight we are playing some more God of War, or at least some more of this playthrough anyway. I don't know if you guys know, but again I am working my way through canonically through the God of War franchise. So that's why I've kind of gone from Ascension to this entry on the PlayStation Pocket, which is why it's looking, well, as good as it does now. But anyway, again, if you guys have any interest in the God of War series or anything like that, please stay by and obviously tune in, drop some words down. Everyone's welcome to discuss. Okay, so that being said, I'm just going to say one more thing before I get cracking, and that's please throw a like and subscribe my way, as it really does help my channel grow and flourish. So, okay, last time what happened? Well, we did a session yesterday. Just getting to grips with, well, basically the, God, I'm trying to remember. My memory sucks, by the way. I'm just forewarning you guys. Not even finding how to put this full screen. There we go. Right, yesterday, yes. So yesterday we were running around. We got the ability to breathe underwater. I remember doing that. We're trying to put Helios. We're trying to free him so he goes back into the sky. Or at least that's what I've come to understand. So we'll go through here. All I know is I was like, okay, we're 2.5 hours in, I'm going to end it. You've acquired the primordial fire. Okay, what does that do? Helios reflect. To repel any projectiles, tap L immediately before the projectile connects. Yeah, basically the shield, the sun shield I think it is, or something that I've got, basically it's like a parry. So yeah, it's like a shield. It's like this shield actually in the modern games, ironically. Holy shit. What the fuck? Wahahaha! Ow. You bastard! Ah! Pressing it too late. I did it right the first time, I can't do it right the second. There we go. Bob's your uncle. Ah, waiting too late. Gotcha! You've acquired the Light of Dawn. Keep acquiring things, but I don't know what they mean. Light of Dawn. While holding R, press square to activate Solar Flare. Aiming Light of Dawn. Okay. You guys like this? I'm getting good at parrying. Come on! Bring it on! Yeah, I thought not. I thought not! Okay. Ooh. I always love a good swag drop. I always love a good swag drop. You need cash, you know what I mean? Okay, sorry about that. Right, so now where the fuck are we going? I mean, how much of this game is left? I mean, I was told it's a relatively short experience. I usually were back in the old 2000s era when it came to these games, because you couldn't fit too much data on these little cartridges. I mean, if you look at the PSP game cart, it's basically just a disc inside a plastic container. No, more magic. Yay. Yeah, personally I don't care about magic. See, you can throw balls. That's the power unlocked. Yeah, he's got a Wondering what happens when you hold the shoulder button and press X in the future. Let's have a look. This is where the stuff's bound to go. Right, okay. So... I've nearly got enough for that. But I had been piling resources into the blades. I'm going to pump some into Sun Shield because I want to get the next tier and see what it is. 291. That's the thing. These like level ups require a hell of a lot of bloody unlocks. And if this game is short, then you're really not going to be able to unlock anything, like upgrade anything to its max, really.
You must hurry, Kratos.
You must hurry, Kratos. Get out of my way! Fucking annoying things. Loser! Get it, you losers. Health me up, baby. That's magic and shit, innit? Ugh, 36 away. Can you just let me have it? Christ. Alright, okay. So now where do we go? I've got me swag. Or at least I think I've got most of the swag. Come on, guys. What have we... Where do they expect me to go now? Where are they... What the fuck? Get up there. There we go. Okay, so we got to go this way then, I'm imagining. Because it's where the camera's naturally going. That said, I should check under the water, make sure there isn't anything dodgy. It's so easy to miss shit in this game. Oh no, I've been here before. Been here before. Right, let's go. Come on, Kratos, let's do this. Now where the fuck? Okay, I think I know where I am. Yeah, I've been here before, haven't I? Okay, now what's going to happen? Oh my god, it's a bridge. Ah! There's another bridge there. Build a bridge to your mind, takes me there every time. Right. Oh, more swag chests. Oh no, I've opened them. Oh, boo! You just made them full again, just so I can get like double resources. you know, you never know, some nice god could have come by and just thought, oh no, I'm going to help Kratos out a bit. I'm going to put some more swag in these quick chests for him. Do him a fave. As it stands, I'm still at 0 and I want to upgrade it. Okay. So I'm trying to be thorough and look everywhere. Trying to be thorough. Hope everyone's having a lovely, well, start to a lovely weekend. Had a nice Friday, relaxing. Myself, it's a really nice chillaxing time for me. Is this going to let me go back now? Oh, it's raising us. Shit! Shit! Go away, crows! Stay away, crows! Stay away! You're not having me! You're not having Kratos' babies! Don't underestimate Kratos. Shit! Shit! That's that. I haven't had a chance to have any more sex minigames. I'm a bit gutted about that so far. I've already had the one sex minigame. Are you not going to have another one? Jesus, I've got to fight the whole time the elevator's moving. I mean, it's only crows, but still. Oh, yes. Mind you, I guess I'm getting loads of free souls, so getting souls to be lazy, basically. And I'm going to call them souls. I know they're probably orbs or whatever, but you know what? I'm going to call them souls. There we go. Almost 3,000. Right, let's upgrade that. Parry 2, offensive parry. Oh, I can do an offensive parry. Okay. Oh, it's already maxed out now. Ah, cool. Okay. Oh, let's upgrade the Light of Dawn as well then. Might as well get some bang for my buck. I've done 2 new moves, Solar Flare, Rapid Fire. Okay. I'll continue with the swords next then. There's easy stuff to unlock, you may as well cash it in, but yeah, other than that, nah. Gonna keep focusing on my swords because they're the best thing in the games. Max out your damage, always. Good rule of thumb. Put another 1,000 to those swords. There we go. But yeah, we're helping Helios' sister, I think, aren't we? I can't remember her name. Can't remember her name for the life of me. Oh, is that a chest? Oh, yes, please. No. Organise, please. Not bloody phoenix feathers. I don't want them. I don't care about magic. Hardly using the bloody shit. I'm using my damage and my health way more. Give me a bloody Organi there. Holy shit. Oh yeah, Morpheus is consuming the world, isn't he?
The melody returned.
Melody?
It almost seemed familiar.
What the fuck? Kratos looks confused. Oh shit. So much for that loser. You knobs get to join him in hell. Yes. Give me your power. What's next? That it? Jesus, I thought it would be harder than that. Oh, wait, we're not done. So far, the hardest part in the game was actually fighting the first boss, ironically. Notos, the South Wind. Here rests the spirit of Notos, the South Wind, who sets the path of the Sun Chariot. Oh, yes, please. Give me that chest. Give me a chest. Oh, yes, you need swag. You need swag in this game. Lots of swag. Can I break this? Can I break this? Nope. When in doubt, smash. That's what I usually say. Cranked. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Lovely Friday, ain't it? You got some games planned for the weekend? Or were you watching because you were clearly confused as to why there was such a low quality game on your feed? Gorgon Eye upgrade, baby. Yes. Give me that Gorgon Eye. Finally some more health. Need health in this game. Need miles of health. But yeah, what have you got? What game have you got planned for the weekend? Cranked? Is it Cranked? Krankcked. Yeah, I'm terrible at pronouncing names, mate. Apologies if I said it wrong. Fucking clueless me. Right, I think I've got to stand on that bloody weight thing over there, that little pedestal thing. Right, they want me to do something here. You're going to be praying at the altar. Now what the fuck is happening? What is this? Oh, okay. The fuck did that just do? Did it open the door? Ismail Rosa Santos. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Welcome. Yeah, you left yesterday. You didn't say... I think I did ask you a question or two. I was wondering how you were doing. Have any games planned for the weekend? Come on, guys. What games are you playing? What is happening in terms of games? Let's talk about games here for us. Let's talk about important things. Games. Who is playing what? I'm sure loads of people have got the new Resi on their mind. Pretty sure that's chewing up loads of feeds at the moment. Personally, I have it coming. I'm just not going to play it yet because there's going to be way too many people playing it. And, to be honest with you, the game's terrifying me anyway, so it's a perfect excuse not to do it yet. The Resi games scare the absolute shit out of me, so you know, it's always a good thing to keep me far enough away from them, at least for now anyway. But yeah, that's definitely on my list to play because I played 1, 2 and 2 and the 2 and 3 and the remakes. That's what I've played. I've got the first one, Resident Evil, but I haven't played it. And in terms of God of War, we've done Ascension. We're just doing Chains of Olympus now. The next game, if I believe, in this canonical order is what is it? I think it's God of War 1 actually. Oh shit. Okay, I fucked that. But yeah, guys, what are you playing this weekend? Come on. Either or. Just tell me what you got planned. What game are you playing? And I'm sure with some of you it's going to be Resi 4. I think this has to go on the other side, right? I'm not spacing that. Or am I? Okay, this is interesting. Okay, this is a puzzle that might actually peeve me a bit. What are these pressure plates on the floor for then? Surely there's more behind. Problem is I can't rotate them. Surely I have to get these. I have to get some kind of light bounce into these ones. How would I do that? How would I do that? Is it just a case of pushing it lower down here? They've given me a puzzle now that might actually stump me, because I thought they were kind of easy so far. Is this going to give me one? Ah, there we go. Got one of them. Right. Can I pull this across here? Ah, I can. Okay. Cranked, you're playing nothing. Really? Jesus. How comes? You got plans? Something going down? It's been a while since I've played no games on a weekend. My weekends are usually loaded with the bloody things. Got such a huge list of games to catch up on me. It's insane. So many games. I've got 2 in the post today for a limited run. Need to do them. There we go. Now get all 4 statues. Okay, so how is this going to work? Gathering, I've got to use all of them. And reflect the sun's light. This is going to be interesting. Right, and so we've got like that's going to push it straight up. I'm pretty sure that is going to have to sit behind. Let's put that there. You see, don't want another straight one. That's the idea, is not to use all 4 of them. Okay. No, hang on a minute. I think I've got it. So this guys are making me think about it now. So that bounces straight forwards. But then that won't point in the right direction, right? Holy shit, what's that done? Oh my god, it's now added another wrinkle to the mix. Shit. Now what the fuck's going on? That work? No, because it's not pointing in the direction of that thing. Yeah, but I can't rotate it around, so what? I've got a conundrum on my hands here. Because you've got 2 pointing that way, 2 pointing left. Sorry about yesterday, mate. My power went out, straight shut off while watching you stream. Oh, don't worry about it, mate. Totally fine, Goji. You, like I said, I don't insist anyone stay. If you guys have got stuff on, or if anything happens, I'm not going to be. You don't owe me an apology, mate. This is just gaming. We're all having a laugh here. That's all it is. Just a laugh. Don't sweat it, my friend. Don't sweat it at all. Oh, I've got a conundrum here. They've stumped me with a puzzle. I can't believe it. They've done it. They've stumped me. Didn't think this game would do it, but I think it has. Goji, you're going to help me out. What game are you playing for the weekend? Come on, please tell me you're playing something. Very nice. Good to be back. Yeah, good to have you back, my friend. Thanks for stopping by again. Really means a lot. What game are you playing this weekend? Come on. You gotta give me a game. You gotta tell me what you're playing. Are you playing Resi 4? Are you gonna play Resi 4? Because everyone's playing fucking Resi 4 right now. I was pretty sure no one was going to drop into my stream, so I thought everyone's going to be watching Resi 4 playthroughs tonight. Everyone. I'm going to be doing this stream solo tonight. I thought everyone is going to be like, yep, Resi it is, baby. Oh, yes. I'm playing through the Ancient Gods DLC for Doom Eternal. Oh! See, that's something I'll get back into. That's another game on my list. I started playing the first one. Never finished it. I suck at survival horror games for some reason. Oh, you're not the only one, mate. They terrify me as well, which really doesn't help. I put myself through them just because I wanted to... It's kind of like God of War in this case. I hadn't played any of them. All my friends had told me that I had to play some. And then one day I was like, okay, fine, I'll play some. And, well, after that, I played them. It scared the bejesus out of me, but at least I've done it. I've confronted the fear a little bit. In my case, it's purely fear-based. Purely fear-based. They've stumped me with this puzzle. I honestly don't know what I've got to do. That has to be pointing straight down in order to hit the horse, right? Because at the moment it's firing off into the middle of fucking nowhere. Maybe it has to just be looping back on itself. I can't remember the button. Is it just... There we go. We're going to move this one down then. Come on. There we go. I mean, I put myself through Resi 2 just to prove that I could do it. And I proved it, and it still scared the Jesus out of me. Especially Mr. X. I was like, that's the biggest fear ever, that shit. Maybe it's just got to be, they've got to bounce at each other. Maybe that's what it is. You've got to create a closed loop. Maybe it's that. Maybe you just need a closed loop. Oh shit, that's not on there. It's not on there. Fucking idiot. There we go. Open the ground, please. Thank you very much. Part the Red Sea, please. Thank you very much. That work? Oh. Is that right? Probably not right, is it? Or is it? I don't know. Is that right? It's still going, so it must be right. Did I do that right? I did this puzzle only maybe a month ago. I can't remember the solving. Yeah, I'm just... Well, it's not stopped, so I don't... Is that a good sign? It's now just... I mean, I thought it had to point at the horse, but you can't because none of them point in the direction of the horse. But it hasn't turned off, so... Resident Evil 7 scared me a good few times. Yeah, I haven't played 7 yet. I will at some point, I'm sure. I have this game on my PSP. Oh, do you, mate? How far have you gotten with it? Do you know the solution to this puzzle by any chance? Oh, fuck me. What am I doing wrong? Can I move this thing? Can I push it? I mean, this is now glowing. Don't know if that's... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No? Oh, I thought that might work. No. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here we go. There we go. Cracked it. Cracked it, lads. Cracked it. Yay! Fucking right. Ah. Solved your puzzle. Solved it. What you got? Oh. We solved it, lads. We did it. We did it. Does this open up the sky now? Is it going to turn daylight again? We're no longer in eclipse mode. Oh, shit. Now what's going to happen? Do I actually get a horse? It would be cool if I could have a sun horse. Can I have a horsey, please? That went back in. Oh shit. Now where? Oh, right. Is this where I'm meant to be going? I think it is. No. Now where the fuck are we going? Okay, good. Right, there's 3 ways I can go now. By the looks of it. 3 ways? Oh, shit. Anything with invisible bloody path, it scares the shit out of me because I think I'm meant to be falling. Alright, so this only had some orbs. Can't fault the orbs. I also can't see shit going back. There we go. That's got to be the way I've got to go. So we're going to go down here now. Gorgonite, please. Gorgonite. Ugh. Phoenix Feather. I prefer God of War 3. Ah, okay. People keep telling me God of War 3 is a good one. I don't spoil anything. So again, I don't know anything about these games. I'm coming into most of this clean. Don't know fuck all about a lot of it. I only know that Kratos is a notorious bastard. So I'm going to unravel the secrets of what makes Kratos have to be like a fallen hero that he is in the new more modern releases where you can't get away with boobs or sex or anything like that in a great deal. I mean, come on. I've only had one sex minigame in this. One. Goji saw it. I was completely shocked that there was on-screen intercourse. Yeah, good. I will play it, mate. When I do, don't worry, I'll be doing it over this anyway, so you guys will be able to see my reaction to how epic it's going to be. I will give it a good look-see. Kratos marries a Titan at the end of God of War 3 and everything is rainbows and sunshine and everyone lives happily ever after. Is that sarcasm I detect there, Goji? Is that a bit of sarcasm I detect? You guys. Jesus. Trying to trick me. You know, I'm fucking naive. I probably would believe that was the ending. Wait, it's not the ending, is it? But this one is good too. Okay. Okay. Well, all I know is the other day when you guys, when no one was here, someone came on from Speedrun Gaming or something, and said the question, "What?" I think it was like, why are you playing this, or what are you playing this on, or something? I can't remember it exactly. My memory sucks. But I remember thinking initially, "Oh, I'm just playing it on the PSP," and I said that to him. But now I'm starting to think he's probably coming on and going, "Why are you playing something so shit in terms of graphics?" And I'm like, afterwards I was like, I thought about it a bit more. Again, I don't know if that's what he meant by it. All I know is I just thought, well, if you're complaining about the game's graphics, I mean, it's the period of when this game was out. You can't really moan about it. It's where we've come from. In fact, if anything, you should respect these graphics because this is where things were. Hell, I preferred this era, even though it was graphically questionable. Gorgonite, baby. It'd be pretty funny if it was funny. Alright. The last funny at the end is a typo. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, because like I said, I'm completely clueless when it comes to this series. The graphics looked fantastic for the time it released, and the console it's playing on. Yeah, exactly. That's where I land with it. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, this is like, you know, this is your PS2 era graphics kind of thing, isn't it? But actually, it's probably a little bit better than the PS2. And the PS2, if God of War 1 is the next one, then it's going to be worse graphics than this, or at least the same. And yeah, I have no problem. Again, graphics in games I don't really give a fuck about, if I'm honest. I only care in terms of it gives me good cover art for my thumbnails. That's about as much as I give a shit about it. Zephyros, the west wind, the rest of the spirits. Zephyros, the west wind, who walks the path of the sun chariot. I think we've already seen this. But yeah, graphically, I think it's good. I think nowadays everything's become about the graphics, and it shouldn't be, because graphics, quite frankly, don't make shit. Especially when the amount of games that release that are graphically amazing, but are buggy as fuck. I mean, who gives a shit if your game has got pretty graphics if it doesn't work? Yeah. I think we've become too dependent on graphics. I think graphics make it easy for these companies to excuse their late deliveries and to make it sound like they're adding all the bells and whistles on, when all they're doing is upgrading 9 times out of 10 the ray tracing or just, you know, things that don't really improve the game at all, not in a significant way. I'm so tired of everyone bragging about 4K. Yeah, I honestly, I can't tell a major difference between 4K and 1080. I've looked at them both. It looks a little bit better, I guess. The stuff runs a little bit better, I guess. But in the large scale of things, I could just take a 1020p. I was playing on 720p until a few years ago, and 720p was fine. People are going, "Why are you playing on a 720p screen? What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, but it's fine. Well, what's the problem?" 1080 is just fine with me. Me too. Yeah, it doesn't make that big of a difference. And not only that, nowadays, what are we scaling towards? Are we going to say then that it's all going to depend on the graphics? It's not going to depend anything on the gameplay. Now I don't know how the fuck to get out of this room. Damn it! Can't pull these guys anymore. Is there anything over here? Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. I just don't see, as you said, it's just not that markable of a difference. If it was significant and it looked like real life, that we were actually playing a fucking like real life game, I'd be like, oh my god, okay, fair enough. But I mean, even now they are flirting with that, and now I'm saying to myself, okay, but now where are you going to go? Like, you've got games that look almost realistic now. I mean, like, they're pretty much there. Where are you going to go now? You know, how are you going to justify us spending another 600 quid on a PS6 or whatever the fuck it is? And then I was just thinking, well, you can't do it graphically, so it's not going to be a graphics upgrade, is it? It's going to be performance. That's the only thing they can offer. They can offer better frames. That's what they can offer. I mean, at least that's all I think they can offer, because graphically, I don't see what they can add. I think we've reached the end of the ladder. What are they looking through? They look... pretty sure I'm meant to be using the sun shield for something, but I just can't. Is it meant to be using that here, maybe? No, wrong button. Oh, wrong thing. Ah. Damn it. I've heard of 8K before. Insanity. 8K? Yeah. What exactly is it now? Like, we're looking at... the pixels are so small that it's basically a tiny little... a tiny speck. I mean, you can imagine running games like this on a fucking 8K, can't you? They're fucking great. Kratos at 8K. Yeah. Yeah, baby. I tell you what, give me 120 frames per second, and then I'd say that's probably all you can do in terms of PS6. At least in this humble gamer's opinion. Because graphically, I just don't see what you're going to do. I think you've now reached the end of graphics. This is as close as you're going to get. What the fuck have I got to do here? I am stuck as fuck again. Heroes the best if it's the West End who walks the path of the Sun Chariot. Yeah, I know. But there's no beams to push up here or anything. Pretty much. Yeah, exactly. At least that's where my mind goes with it anyway. Super stuck. Where are we going? I've got to do something with this horse. You just know I have. Graphics get better while games as a whole get worse. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. It's laughable really when you consider, again, I mean, again, this is probably a controversial statement to say, but I liked it when we didn't have all the packed culture. I liked just being able to get the disc out of the case and play it immediately. Now I'm getting it out and I'm playing, well, I'm waiting for a massive like 15, 25, sometimes like 60 gig patch to download. And I'm just groaning. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I just wish... Well, part of me just wishes we could go back to how it was. I know lots of people aren't keen on modern graphics. Me. Aha! They smash. Here we go. Go on, baby. That work? Did I crack it? Ah, beautiful. Doom Eternal is 90 gig. Yeah, it's... Call of Duty took me about a weekend to download everything, and I'm talking like all the fucking expansion packs and everything. Like... Like 15 gig update added on, yeah. 9 times out of 10 now, if you buy a game, you'll notice that the disc will have like 15 megabytes on it. And the rest of the game has to be downloaded. You just makes you ask the question, then why did you put it on a fucking disc, mate? You might as well just fucking... You might as well have just released... Like, made it digital only. If you're not going to put any content on the disc. It just, yeah, that kind of shit irritates me. Oh yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is 130 gig. I know. Modern Warfare 1. I only want... Because I got it, and I finally thought... Because it finally gotten it cheap enough that I thought, okay, it's worth the money. Went down to like 30 quid, and I was like, okay.
As Kratos left the temple, he was assaulted by the army of Morpheus, and again, he heard the haunting melody.
Haunting
This
melody?
time, he recognized it as the song of his daughter, Calliope.
Calliope? My daughter, where are you? Calliope!
Come to me, my child. I can parry you motherfuckers now. Go. Yeah, I'm just like you, mate. I don't see a point of all this. I just wish they would just wait until the game's ready and then put it all on the disc, and then I haven't got to mess around downloading a massive ass day one patch. I get it. They want to. I get it, they've got the timelines to meet, and they've got to release it during certain periods to get the quarter 1 earnings or bullshit like that because they've now got shareholders. I mean, again. As far as I'm concerned, the second management got involved in games development and it was a viable money-making process. That's when it's gone too far. I get games are a business. I get that they're meant to make money. I just don't agree on the get rich quicker scheme bullshit that they keep adding in. Off your head comes love. She doesn't need a head. You don't need a head. Off your head comes. Yes! Parry the motherfuckers. One. to. Cleared it. Fucking hell, my leg. My leg is dead. Oh, what I wouldn't give just for them to go back to, yeah, just... I thought, personally, my favourite peak in the old PS era was the PlayStation 3. I mean, you had some patches, but mostly you had good quality games, good graphics. I mean, I played Ascension recently. It looks stunning. It had some patches, but not too many. You weren't downloading 25,000 gig. You were downloading, I don't know, like maybe 1-2 gig, and that's a fine amount to me. Oh, camera angle's changed. Okay, thought we were looking at a cutscene. Ah, we're back here again. I knew it. I knew it. I got the Ghost of Tsushima Collector's Edition, and the physical was actually worth it. Really? Yeah, I've actually played that game through to the end. That's one of the few games I have actually done in open world form. But not many others have been. Yeah. I bought... You're going to laugh at this. I was one of the people who bought the Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition. That was 250 odd quid. So, I mean, you're talking to muggins here. Oh, I just thought, do you know how Kratos got his blades? Nope! I don't know anything about these games, mate. I only know he's an angry man at this point, and he's tortured by the death of his children. I think I did hear that he kills his wife and children. My friends have managed to keep me pretty isolated from this series, despite saying I should always play it. Oh, you poor, poor man, I'm sorry to hear that. You mean Cyberpunk? Yeah, I called that one wrong. I can't even play it now, even though it's got all the patches. I don't like that, like, only first-person camera view. I fucking hate it. Plus, I'm not really fond of the gunplay. I don't think the guns even feel very good. I mean, they have improved it, I'll give them that, but it's still not a kind of game I would play. Oh. Here we go. That's his wife and child. Oh. Oh. Kratos in his natural environment. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. He's chained up again.
As the steeds pulled Kratos away from the grip of Morpheus, they crossed into the underworld. But in the land of the dead, they could go no further, for these beings of light were not welcome in Hades.
Hades. How did he get here? What happened? Did I miss something? He's flying like a pet, like a part of that scenery.
Kratos found himself on the very edge of Hades, the land where no mortal had set foot.
Isn't Hades a person in this game?
Where the souls of the dead walk their fatal path. Kratos knew that for him, this was merely the beginning.
Holy shit, okay. Man, the story for the original God of War games is absolutely fantastic, and everyone hates on it now because of the 2018 remake. Yeah, but they, like you said, I think modern audiences have a different, well, shall we just say a different persuasion to them. they don't get that these games were just fun, like, you know, bloodthirsty fun, sure, but still, it's about vengeance, retribution, action. Action used to be very violent, like very violent. I mean, when I was growing up, I had like Van Damme, I had, you know, I had Arnie, I had Stallone, I had all these fucking legends. And now, I mean, there aren't any action heroes anymore, really. I mean, who have you got now? Chris Pratt? I mean, not being funny, I don't really consider Chris Pratt really even a comedy. Well, he's a comedy actor. He's not an action star. Not in my opinion, anyway. I don't care what he's been in. Guardians of the Galaxy, I still consider it a comedy. It's, you know, I mean, I suppose we've got The Rock. I suppose he's like your modern action hero, but even then... Oh, I suppose you've got Vin as well, Vin Diesel. But again, I still don't consider anything they've made to be really groundbreaking action. And I'm talking like bloodthirsty, nasty action, you know. Oh shit. Didn't realise that was death. I chewed the poison berries too long, guys. Shouldn't have done that. There used to be a ton. Yeah, I know. There used to be... When I was growing up, there was loads of bloody action stars. You had Chuck Norris, you had... God, you had John Travolta, you had Nick Cage. I mean, they were action stars to a certain degree as well. I mean, they were more your thriller persuasion, but they were still there. It was still like something you could be like, yeah, I'll watch a Nick Cage movie. Why not? You know, let's fucking kill a few hours. Yeah. But nowadays, you just don't have that. And I think someone said as well, and I thoroughly agree with this, that basically, like, if you consider Marvel and everything now, there aren't many big action stars. It's basically about characters now. So, like, I think Tom Cruise is maybe one of your last. But you don't have many now that I'd say are proper action stars. You got The Rock. I mean, I just think, you know, if you lose these guys, I think then there's nothing. And that's heartbreaking, considering that action used to be your main audience. And people say as well, if you don't support women in action, then you're sexist, yada yada yada. No, it's not about that. It's just I've never seen a good female action star outside of a few. I think there have been some good ones. I think Ripley is often touted as one, Sarah Connor, so I can't remember the actress's name. But they have existed. It's just no one's written anything good for them in a while, really. I'd love to see a fucking well-written female action star. I fucking would. That's right, love. That's what you get for messing with me. But yeah, I think there's loads of things you could do with a modern action telling. It's just I just don't think there's much. There doesn't seem to be much interest in doing something like that. Ah. God damn it, bastards. Same thing, you can't bloody... Right, that's it. I'm flipping sick of these bloody stupid... You don't need a head, love. You don't need a head. Yeah. Every show and movie having the haha look at me, I'm so quirky, aren't I? Kind of humour is so annoying. Oh, yeah. It's so annoying, mate. I don't have patience for it anymore. I did when Robert Downey Jr. was doing it, and it was cool then. Now it's done too much. Everyone is the comic relief. I don't know who to take seriously anymore, because it doesn't seem anyone takes themselves seriously. And yeah, it irritates me. I know I sound like a miserable old man, but I can't watch these characters anymore. I can't. They're not enjoyable. They stopped being enjoyable long after Robert Downey Jr. started it. And it's only because Robert Downey Jr. could do it very well. Jennifer Lawrence claimed recently that there was never any female action stars before she was in the Hunger Games. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Most of the modern, at least I suppose modern, actors now, well, ones that don't have their heads screwed on straight, don't seem to believe that the past existed where there was good female characters that had well written dialogue, because they consider them to be inferior because they were still kind of cowering to men. And there's this whole push again in Hollywood at the moment against, in particular, white men. I mean, there's a big problem with them. If you see a white man in Hollywood now, he's usually a villain or something like that, because they think that's, I guess, what people want to see. With me, it's just starting to get boring. I'm just like, yeah, okay, I see what you're doing, very funny. Am I meant to be laughing? Is there an insert gag here kind of thing? No. It just tires me. I get tired of all this shit. And it's a shame, because I'm a big movie buff. I fucking love films. He's finished. You go down, boy. Yes. Jesus Christ, how many enemies are there? Oh. Yes. Down, boy. Toxic masculinity. I'm going to see Oppenheimer, the movie about the building of the atomic bomb, when it comes out. It's going to be great. Kratos is the embodiment of toxic masculinity at its best. Yeah, exactly. That's why when I said the other day that they wouldn't be able to make a game like this today, they wouldn't. I mean, there's too much pushback. There's too many people who would call it toxic, as you said, toxic masculinity bullshit. I mean, I call that kind of crap bollocks, because, I mean, it's escapism. It's entertainment. We know it doesn't make any sense. We know it's angry. It's just a laugh. If you can't watch this, I liken it to this toxic masculinity bullshit, to like the fear of video game violence in the 90s, where they were saying, oh, you can't have violent video games, yeah, because it's toxic, it's horrible, you're being nasty, you're being you're going to make the next generation of serial killers, all this fucking wank. It's a load of shit, it means nothing, it's lies, so they can justify this lame bollocks they're talking about. Makes absolutely no sense. It's absolutely performative as well, because quite frankly there's horrible people out there everywhere. It doesn't matter in what gender, what race. There's like you can throw a stone and hit an arsehole somewhere. You know, you're not getting rid of these games is not going to change any of that. They're still going to exist, they're still going to be out there, they're still going to bully people, they're still going to be wankers. So you're better off just not denying this kind of stuff, really. Oh, Amazon is making God of War series. It's going to be awful. Yep. Considering what they've done to Rings of Power and all of the shit and how that hasn't remained canonical, you can bet you're going to find Kratos is a black man or something like that. And there's going to be loads of women in roles where, again, they otherwise were not. There's going to be gods that are women now that probably were men in the original game telling. They're going to change loads of shit. I mean, that's a given. That's just gravy. That's exactly what they're going to do. I don't even have to guess. I know that's what they're going to do. Especially Amazon. Amazon's the worst. They're not going to make it toxic either. They're not going to make it brutal, which is what it needs to be. It's going to be really toned down. They're going to have to nuke the violence entirely. It's going to have to be really toned down because they're not going to be able to tolerate anything else. Everyone's trying to become Disney, and it's fucking insulting. Because there's a reason I don't like Disney, and it's because it's too soft. I mean, they're talking about bringing the Punisher back in bloody Daredevil. What? Why? Why is Punisher coming into a Disney-made Daredevil property, which is going to be so awful? I just know it is. I don't even need to. I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to be proven right. It's going to be badly written. Oh, it's just they're going to ruin one of my favourite characters, that being Daredevil. No. Punisher. Punisher is like one of my favourite characters. They're going to ruin him. They're going to make him saying he's not. And that is PG-13. I forgot about Rings of Power. I haven't seen it. Again, I'm not really a Lord of the Rings fan. I've seen the first 3 films. I haven't seen the show. But from what I've seen online, fans absolutely hate it. And if the fans hate something, you can bet it's because it's nothing true to the original. There's this huge push at the moment to change canonical stuff, to make stuff worse by changing what was unique about it. By making it more, as you said, like more progressive and all this crap. When the characters were never meant to be that. They were just characters. If you've got a coloured actor who's good for a role, then absolutely put them in the role. But do not give them a role just because of their skin colour. Give them a role because they're good. Like, fucking good. They're going to make that character sing. I don't care what race the character is. I care more about gender swaps than I do race swaps. I only care that the right actor is in the role. That's my biggest concern. And that it's true to the original. The reason none of the Resident Evil films have worked out, for example, is because they don't make the fucking games. They just keep making them action fests. And the first games were not action games. They were horrors. You need to make a horror film if you want to make an accurate Resident Evil game. Film. You need to make it what it is. You can't just keep duct taping over it and making it saying it's not. You just can't do that. Unless you want to make something that everyone's going to hate. No. You're better off just getting the fan base in, and then if anyone else likes it, then great, you've made some more money, ain't you? But no, they don't. They want to broaden the audiences for these properties. They want to make them for people who don't watch them, which is stupid, because then you're just going to alienate yourself from the core fan base who want it to be how they remember it. You know, I think I watched an interesting video the other day on how they've changed like the Little Mermaid, and how there's pushback on it, and I'm like, yeah, there is pushback. And then this girl unpacked it and basically said, like, people aren't pushing back just because, mainly because of race and everything like that. They've pushed back because it doesn't look like the character they remember. And I was like, abso-fucking-lutely right. That's the problem. They're pushing back because they don't recognise the person they're looking at. It makes perfect sense to me, because you've got a nostalgia to the property that they're recreating, right? And if all they're doing is just performatively inserting actors into roles that really they're not suited for, again, unless it's really fundamental and they're really bloody good at the role, then, you know, you only deserve vitriol from the fan base, as far as I'm concerned. I'm a major fan of Lord of the Rings and books and all. It's just so bad. But what exactly is bad about it? I mean, I think that's one of the things that, I mean, I don't fully understand, because again, as a person who's never, I mean, I've only seen the films. I've seen The Hobbit. I thought they were great. I didn't think they were earth-shattering. I thought they were fine. But what exactly does the Rings of Power do that upset you then? Just out of curiosity. Because, I mean, I've seen what other people are saying, and it's because of its lack of detail to being canonical, and also the fact that it's inserted loads of coloured actors. At least that's what I understand. But again, my argument has always been, like I said, if it's a coloured actor and they do the role really well, then fine. I mean, I'm just more annoyed when they change the gender of a character, because that's completely changing them. I mean, I suppose race does that as well, but I don't know, I'm a little bit more lenient for that. I mean, I see it and I roll my eyes, because I think, oh, I know why that's... I hope these actors are good, because otherwise I'm going to be very disappointed as to why they've decided to change up the race of the character. I mean, like I said, I just have an issue with it when they do it for no reason, other than to, well, at least seem to be progressive, because they're not doing it, they're not helping anyone by pretending they're progressive, because I see this as a performative move. You know, it's made by people who don't have an imagination, can't stand criticism, so what do? They fill their property full of agenda-pushing tripe that isn't anything to do with anything, and then they use that as a defence when people criticise it. And that, above everything else, annoys me. It's just like, ooh, just make something good. How bloody difficult is it? Just make something good. Rings of Power is based off the Similarian or something. Yeah, I know the word. I just can't say it. I'm not very good. Don't know if you can't read that word at first. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about. And it's a book about the entire origins of the Lord of the Rings world. Okay, very complex, and basically the writers just took a few key points out of over 100, out of the over 100, and race swapped them for no reason. Yeah, you see, that's. Was there anyone? It is a question. Was anyone in it actually a good actor? Like, were they actually good? Like, did you see them and kind of the race thing didn't bother you? They were just really good in the role. Because I'd be curious if they were actually good. That would be the thing I would look at. Not that again, if you're saying that this is how it was originally, then, you know, I call issue. But yeah. How are you, bloody eagles? Corner me. That's what you. That's the only thing you can do, innit? Wahahahaha. Bunch of losers. Ugh. Oh, one down. Now what the fuck is going on? Oh, that door's open now, is it? Oh! The both of them. Yes! Sure, they're good actors, but the actors aren't writing the script, so it's bad overall. But at least you can watch it in 4K. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like you said. That's what you're talking about. There is the exact issue I have anyway. It's the gate of Hades, the souls of the dead enter the realm through the underworld through the gates of Hades. Okay, fair enough. It's the whole changing just because, you know, just because they think they're going to score some points with someone because they changed the race or the gender. Who are you scoring points with? Who wants this? I mean, outside of you and your friends, I mean, I imagine these are activists writing, you know, people who, quite frankly, can't write. That's why the writing's terrible. Who are putting these actors in these roles when, you know, there's probably a reason. There's probably better actors who they could have hired. And you're just thinking to yourself, but did you do it for a good reason? Did you really think? Did you think? That's the biggest question for me. I mean, I have no faith in a God of War TV show. I mean, they were talking about doing a Tomb Raider TV show. And I'm like, no. You won't do her right. You won't make it how everyone remembers her. You'll make her some kind of kick-ass, powerful, saintly being who's perfect in every bloody way. And nobody wants a character like that. They want a character with flaws. Person they can relate to. Gender, race be damned. That's what people are looking for in a property. When you watch a film, a TV show, you want someone you can relate to who is going through this epic kind of situation. That's what you want. You don't want someone who's perfect. You just don't want that. I mean, I never do. I hate the perfect protagonist. I hate it on men. I hate it on anyone. It's terrible. Back in the 90s, when you had Arnie and all of that lot tearing their way through hundreds of like guys killing each other, like kill them in droves and stuff. That was a thing for the time. If you showed that to me now, I'd say it's terrible because it's not really good writing because you're making them out to be fucking like impossible to kill, taking on legions of enemies by themselves. You know, it's not realistic. That's why Die Hard, that's why like McClane was so relatable to me. That was the first time I saw a protagonist who got injured, was relatable, was, you know, was great. I mean, well acted. You felt sorry for him. I mean, that's why those films are so iconic to me. More iconic than any other action film. It's the one that's still stuck around with me. Your head's coming off, mate. Down, boy! Your soul is mine. Is that it? Yeah, the people they are pandering to could care less about any of the source material. Yeah, exactly. It's the same with The Witcher, weren't it? Henry Cavill? you know, had some integrity about him, wanted to do it how it should be done, wanted to do the role justice, and what do? They want to change the source material because they don't like the source material. I'd say if you don't like the source material, then quite frankly, go away, because fans do. They want the source material. They don't like it when you fuck with it. So maybe you should just give them what they want instead of moaning. And if you want to write something unique, go away and make your own property. Go away and make something else. Own your own artistic integrity and go away and write a character for you then. Because nobody wants your botched abortion of a character that is aping off of an IP that you don't really have a fucking interest in. I mean, it's not rocket science. If you can write and you're a good writer, go away and write something. You know, that's why I have no respect for them. Because there's no reason they couldn't go away and write. They can go away and write something. Might not be as popular as their IP, but maybe people are like it. Have some integrity. Make your own bloody thing. If you want to make something with these characters in mind, and you've got a very specific mindset of how you want to do things, then go away and make it yourself. Like I said, have some dignity. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. Fuck yeah. Alan Rickman's a bloody legend. God, he's one of my favourite actors, Alan Rickman. He's very good. I don't think I've hated one role he's been in. I mean, I haven't watched the Harry Potter films because, I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but I know he was in that. I mean, sadly, I really can't stand Harry Potter, so it's one of the only films I haven't checked out. Exactly, they are so unoriginal and despise unoriginality. Yeah, I know, it's laughable. It's fucking laughable, mate. It's so disingenuous as well. Because they, again, like I said, they use it as a shield. They say the reason people don't like these properties. They say they don't like them because they're racist and sexist. When the actual fact is, they're not racist and sexists. They just don't like what you have done. Own the criticism. If you changed it and ruined it, then that's on you. That's not on the fans. Don't blame the fans. Stop being a wimp. Own your own fuck up. I mean, they don't own their fuck up. They always pass it off on the fans. It's fucking cowardly. Jesus Christ. Gave me a boss to fight and not even fill up my health bar. Oh, is he going to throw me in? Oh, was I meant to die? Okay. No! A whole generation of kids feared Alan Rickman for his role in Harry Potter. Now that's a great actor. I'm not surprised, mate. I'm not surprised at all. Alan Rickman's... Sorry, but Hans Gruber. Oh. I'm sorry, but yeah. Hans Gruber, I just don't say anything more. It's the best kind of twisted, like, just a little bit, a smidgen of businessman, but also, like, partial, not crazy, just had a reason for what he was doing. I mean, I'm sorry, but I fucking loved him as Hans Gruber. He was in Dogma, or Kevin Smith film as well. I loved him in that. God, he's been in loads of stuff. Man's a fucking legend. That's it. Allow me to max out my magic. That's the last thing I want to max out. I want to max out my health, guys. Come on now. Organise, not bloody feathers, please. It's a bit questionable that I'm killing people and getting their health. That's right, give me my health back. Hans could have easily convinced me to be one of his henchmen. Yeah, I know, right? That's what was so great about it. I remember being like... I remember genuinely thinking, you could be this guy. You know, if you took a few like missteps, you could have been Hans Gruber. And like you said, I mean, how he sounds in it as well. Yeah, he's cold, but you get the feeling as well that he didn't want to... He's not out there just to kill people. He's there because he just wants money. It was played so like that as well, so right. Not just some crazy nutter. He's like your suave businessman type, like I said, suave businessman type villain. I fucking love it. Oh, you're making me want to watch the film now. I want to go home and watch... when I'm done with this, I'm going to watch Die Hard. Executive decision made. Good. Bloody annoying things. Ah, they're still coming back. How many? Why are you respawning, mate? I just killed you and your buddies. Die. Thank you very much. Ooh. She died. Give me some health. Assuming I'm going to get nothing out of chests now. Oh. But yeah, I have big fears for them making a God of War show. I mean, again, at the time, I didn't really have much investment, because again, I hadn't played a God of War game up until now, really. So the fact I'm getting to the nitty gritty now that I'm playing it, it's making me go, nah, Hollywood absolutely should not make a God of War TV show. Not unless they're gonna make it violent, and they're gonna have to. It's gonna have to be R-rated. Can't be for kids. Nobody wants a bloody kid-friendly God of War. Nobody does. It's not going to happen. So own it. Respect the IP. Make it violent. Make it monstrous. Make it live up to the Kratos name. Give it sex. Give it everything. Go all in and make it right.
Here, where the souls of the wicked are tortured in the pits of Tartarus, wailing and agony of the damned resonated deep throughout the bowels of the underworld.
Oh, the bowels of the underworld. Ah, shit. Bloody harpies. Go away! Oh, finally getting my money's worth on these motherfuckers. Ah! Let me get up! Okay, that made me feel better. It's gonna be just like the Last of Us show. Solemn, slow, some violent scenes and diversity highs. I I haven't seen The Last of Us show. Again, The Last of Us is something I hadn't actually played up until, again, I think it was literally when I started my channel. It was like the first game I started to try and like let's play over on here. And I did a review on The Last of Us Part 2. I actually haven't played the first one. I played the second one, ironically, not the first one. Which my friends always call blasphemy, because I should have played the first one. But I did start the first one. I don't like the combat in the games. I mean, I could be the only one there, but I think the combat's a little clunky. In Part 2, it actually felt pretty good. I liked how the guns felt in the sequel. But, yeah, I haven't seen it. My friend who has played the games and who has seen he messaged me the other day when I put it out on Twitter. Basically, I'm the only one who hasn't seen The Last of Us. Should I watch it? I put it out on Twitter, and my friend contacted me and said, "Don't see it. It's not very good. You know, people are hyping this up as like the first amazing video game adaptation." And he was like, "It's not that great." He said, first of all, the casting of... Because I said to him, well, there's only two problems that I have, and that's without even seeing it. And he said, okay, what are your problems? And I said, well, my first problem is I don't buy the actress as Ellie. I don't buy it. She doesn't look right. She doesn't look right for the character. Look-wise, I was like, you know, I can't speak to her performance, but in terms of looks, she doesn't look like Ellie. I don't get Ellie from her at all. Like, she doesn't look like Ellie, so, you know, that's the problem, because obviously you need to get... For me, I try and get someone who looks at least a little bit like the character. But if there's a better performance out there, then absolutely, as I said. Oh, you weakling. I've never played through either because... dead. I've never played through either because it feels so weird. My favourite Naughty Dog series is Jack and Daxter, and that's never coming back. No, you'll never see that again, mate. They've decided. I'm pretty sure they've decided they're just going to do realistic games, Naughty Dog, from now on. There's a reason they gave away Crash Bandicoot. They could have gotten someone better and didn't do it to be intentionally controversial. Yeah. Well, like I said, it was her. That was my initial... That was one of my concerns. My other concern was... And it's only because I'd heard that someone's... And not only that, I'd seen a few bits as well, that she seemed very independent, like, already, like, in the show. It's like they decided that Ellie had to be independent from Joel, and it felt like, again, from what I'd heard about the first games, mostly, and from what I could see in the sequel games, anyway, that... In the first game, Ellie is very much dependent on Joel, so there's a reason she cares about him so much, and that's because he looks after her so much throughout the first game, and they have this amazing journey. And I thought, in the TV show, they're going to do something where they make it so she doesn't need him. And they're going to push that kind of agenda where it's like, yeah, I'm a perfect woman as I am. You know, I don't need a man to look after me kind of thing. Even though that's the whole point of the story. I just remember thinking, I hope they don't do that. Because I was like, because that goes against the very core tenet of the story. Or at least, again, as far as I've been told. And when my friend said, the concerns you have just told me are the 2 issues I have with the show. when he said to me, so basically everything else was okay, but those 2 areas kind of destroyed it for him, because he said it didn't make sense why she was so independent on her own. And also, again, Bella Ramsey, I think that's her name, she's just a miscast. He said she's just not good in the role. And I was like, yes. And he's like, so yeah, the 2 concerns you have are pretty much the 2 issues I have with it. So you don't need a head, love. I'm taking it off of you. But yeah, I'm not surprised. That's pretty much what I thought. And again, the fact that he said that to me, I've had some money in my account in case I did decide to buy it, but I ended up spending it on M&Ms and snacks and stuff, because I was like, you know what, I'm not spending £21 to watch it. Especially if I get feedback from a source that I do kind of trust when he says it's not for me, because he knows I like things dark. I like things a little darker toned. I'm fed up to the brink of all of these kiddified action comedies. So the fact that he's told me that, I'm probably going to keep away from it. I might watch it one day, but I'm not in a rush. Upon defeating the Titans, Poseidon took dominion over the seas and his master to its creatures. Like I said, I probably will see it at some point, but I'm not in a rush. Zeus, king of the gods, upon defeating the Titans in the ancient war, Zeus banished them to the underworld and demanded they be imprisoned forever, chained in their torment in the depths of Tartarus. Tartarus? And who's this? Hades, god of the underworld, with the Titans enchained. Hades was given the guardianship of the underworld. Given a watch fire the immortal enemies of Olympus, he rules over the dead alongside his wife Persephone. Bright, sparkly, fun, joy. So quirky. Yeah, it's like I said to you, mate, I don't have patience for it anymore. I did for a time. Not so much anymore. I've lost my patience. This is why I don't watch any MCU films. The last MCU film I watched was the Madness one with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. After that, after I saw how shit that film was, I was like, right, this is the direction they're going to go in, which means it's never going to be for me again. Alright, no worries. Enjoy yourself, Marvel. I'm bowing out of this I'm bowing out of this series. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy again your slide into obscurity, because let's face it, people aren't going to keep taking these silly action comedies you keep making. Eventually they're going to want something real, and that's when you're going to be out of luck. And by the looks of it, how terribly Phase 5 has started, they're already on the track to having a really shit franchise on their hands. Star Wars has already slidden down the tube. I'm not going to say that's anything better. I really had high hopes for Obi-Wan, but then they ruined that. So, I mean, everyone tuned in to watch I myself and everyone tuned in to watch a rematch between Hayden Christensen and what's his face, Ewan McGregor. And what did they get? We got a character called Reaver for a huge chunk of the show. To the point that I was like, why am I watching this? Why is this not about Obi-Wan? It should be about Obi-Wan. Why is it not about Obi-Wan? It just annoyed me. Ugh. What the fuck? Seriously, give me a second to press the button, eh? Yes. Seriously, this game is so unforgiving with button prompts. It gives you like not even a second to press the button. Ugh. Ugh. Off your head goes. Give me my health back. Yes. Oh, thank God. Oh yeah, I only watched that show passively while me and my brother smoked the devil's cabbage, and even then I was like, this is so dumb and predictable, and I barely watch any movies or shows. You spoke to Lord Vader yourself? So dumb. Oh yeah. Lucasfilm, under the current leadership, they should be fired. I'm sorry, but they should all be fired. I don't think any of them are good. A lot of people sticking up for Mandalorian, but I think season 1 of Mandalorian was okay, and then they just started going into this whole... Well, it seems there's this big push to putting Luke Skywalker in everything and thinking that's going to make things better. I mean, it's nostalgia pandering. It's not... Can't you guys tell a good news story? I mean, Mandalorian, I think, was mildly interesting until they started the cameo shows. You know, who's going to be in this week's episode? Will we see Luke Skywalker? Will we see Obi-Wan somehow return from the dead? Will we see this? Will we see that? And I'm just like, why do we have to see anything? Can't you just leave the original characters alone? Just make something yourselves. Can't you just... You know, I mean, let's face it, the Mandalorian isn't even... The Mandalorian should be Boba Fett. That should be... They've basically taken the Boba Fett character and made him a renegade. But now Boba Fett is a renegade as well. So when they made that TV show with him in it, I was like, why the fuck are you making Boba Fett? You've got Mandalorian. You and me could pump out a better Star Wars show in 2 weeks than they could come up with in 2 years. Don't you tell me that, because I fucking believe we could. It would be simple. I would just write a whole new character. It'd be a complete fresh new character made. It would be it'd be miles away from the original characters, the original lore. I would just make a story in the world. That is all I would do. And they've tried to do that Mandalorian, but it's so fucking weak. It's not good. I don't like where they're going with it. I'm bored of Star Wars. I'm just bored of it. They need to do something very seriously to shake it up. They need to get it away from kids. I don't think making it for children is ever a good thing. I think that makes you basically not willing to take risks and not willing to kill some of your characters. I swear to God, if I watch another Marvel show where there's a stormtrooper fight or something, and no one takes a bullet from a stormtrooper bullet, like a stormtrooper rifle, I'm going to be fucking angry. Because it's ridiculous. The fact that they keep missing has become a meme. It's a goddamn joke. They should be able to hit. They're not bloody blind. They know how to shoot. They're a bloody army. It just, it irritates me. I'm sick of the whole bloody joke about, oh yeah, it's stormtroopers, they can't hit. I'm like, it's not funny. It's not funny anymore. It was. It's not anymore. It's boring now. You've ruined it. You've dug it into the ground. You've made it so repetitive and dry and shit now. But what are we watching? What exactly am I tuning in to watch your shows for? You don't give me what I want every time I tune in. You don't make it about the characters I'm there for. So why the fuck should I keep tuning in? You know, I'm like, for example, Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness. I'm there to see Doctor Strange, not Scarlet Witch, not America Chavez. I've tuned in to see what you're going to do with Stephen Strange. And what do? You do nothing. You make him a fucking side character in his own fucking film. I'm just sitting there going, why? Why didn't you just make a character with it? Why don't you just make the story about him? And then, if you really want to do a Wonder film, make a Wonder film. Fuck me. It's not rocket science. It's bloody simple. Yeah, we get it. Now let a character take a laser. Yeah, exactly. They just, I don't see what they're doing. They must see that they are losing money, because people aren't going to keep putting up with it. I've already left. I'm not buying anything. I'm not supporting Disney Plus. I never have, and I never will, because I don't like what they're doing. I knew I wouldn't like what they're doing, because all they're doing is making lies. They're making shit that no one wants to see. They're saying that, oh yeah, you know, women are in everything, and you know, there's no white men. If there are any white men, oh, they're going to be bad guys. Yeah, that's right. That's what we're going to do with them. And also, what else can we do? I know. Let's make it so the characters have no flaws. Yeah, let's do that. That'll make them more endearing to people. Let's make it so they are, you know, they're lovable. Like they're just infallible. That they're perfect. They can do no wrong. Didn't you know this about Star Wars characters? They're already good. They're already good at what they can do. They're already masters in their field. And you know why that's a problem? Because I can't relate to someone who's perfect. I'm not perfect in my field, and I've studied my field for years. By making a perfect character, all you've done is make me not understand them. You would have thought Disney, a company filled with employees, would realise they can't keep making saints. You know, they can't keep making godly people who are unstoppable. You can't keep doing that. It gets old, and people don't care. I mean, for example, I think someone did a good hold on one second. The jailer of the Tartarus. The gods entrusted the jailer with the key to the temple of Zeus, where the weapon that in charge of the Titans was kept safe. Ah, okay, cool. But yeah, they did. There was a video I saw the other day, and they basically were saying, like, can you imagine, like, the Rocky films, for example? Like, you know, like Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever, right? Can you imagine it? But in this case, oh, what's going on? Oh my god. I feel like I'm in Dark Souls. Yeah, can you imagine... I'm just going to stop here for a second just so I can explain this. Can you imagine Rocky, the Rocky films, where he, in like the first fight with Apollo Creed, he fights him and wins. Like, that's it, you know. And then he just keeps winning his matches. And... you know, and then when the montage moment happens, or like say he does lose his title eventually, and when the montage bit happens, and he's getting trained by Apollo Creed to beat Clubber Lang, I think his name was. Only in this one, he's as good with Apollo. He's as good as Apollo in everything. So he already knows how to do everything. Apollo Creed is teaching him how to do this, that, and the other, but Rocky's already doing it better than Apollo Creed. I mean. Can you imagine a show where it's that deluded? Like, you know, there's nothing to learn. They're already perfect. They're already doing things right. I I mean, you tell me, how is that an interesting film? Because I sat there and I was like, you're absolutely right. Because there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to grow. There's nowhere to learn. I mean, what is the point of the film then? You acquired the Cryptkeeper's key. Oh. Yeah, there would be no real payoff for the character or the people watching. Yeah, exactly. But Disney seem to keep thinking that they can miss that step and they can just make garbage and no one will call them out on it. And if they do, Disney will just call them racists and sexists, right? I mean, that's basically their MO. And that's why I call what they're doing performative, because, I mean, let's face it, the place where they shot Mulan is where Chinese labour camps happen. So, I mean, I guess they're not really concerned about, you know, the fact they went over to the Chinese, the place where Chinese keep slaves and basically shot a film there. I mean, you know, like I said, and Disney still release their films in China, only they cut out all of the gay stuff, etc. Because and don't put black people on the covers, or at least in prominent positions, because again, there's some kind of aversion to that over in China. So again, it's all performative, all this shit they're doing. If they actually believed any of it, they would be like, China, if you don't believe in our beliefs, then we're not editing our film for you. You're just gonna have to, you know, take it as it is. But, you know, they'll never do that. Because again, it's all about money. That's the truth. Here we go. What's this going to do? Oh, a bridge. But yeah, we're the bad people for wanting our actual artistic integrity. Yeah, exactly. They always, we're like the performative bad guys to these people, when all we're saying is we just want a good film or a good property. Just entertain us for a few hours. We don't want politics. I mean, if it's in there and it has a point, fine, put it in, but don't just put it in there because you want to kind of virtue signal to an audience that quite frankly doesn't care. You know, I mean, people can say as much as they want out there. Oh, but trolls, you know. And I'm like, yeah, trolls are going to exist in everything. You know, you're better off. But it doesn't mean that a troll is your entire viewership who is saying that this is a bad film. I find it annoying when you call me racist and sexist, when I'm not racist or sexist. I think everyone should be given the opportunity to be in a role, absolutely. But if there is a role written for a man, it should contain a man. You know, if there was a... this is what I mean about the double standards. I remember years ago, people would complain when, like, people of colour, like people of Asian descent or whatever, were replaced by white people in Asian properties. I mean, you're not going to see that now. Like I said, they never consider what happens when it's the other way. Because again, that goes against their agenda. And it's all performative. I mean, I wish they did have some dignity about it and just looked at themselves in the mirror, but they never do. There's no dignity in this shit, mate. I wish there was. Fucking hell. I haven't seen... You know, when I think about some of the films that are coming out now that could have been so amazing if they didn't have this stupid shit being at the heart of them. There could have been some really good things come out. And that's what annoys me more than anything. The Gauntlet of Zeus. Having vanquished his enemies in the ancient war, Zeus demanded that Hephaestus craft a weapon that would bind the Titans to the very walls of Tartarus. Thus was created the Gauntlet of Zeus. Ooh. I'm reporting you to YouTube overlords for this commentary. Immediately I'm offended. Don't do that. They will demonetize me. Actually, I already don't have any. They're already not giving me any money, so go ahead. They're not paying me to do this shit. This is all for free for you guys. You acquired the Gauntlet of Zeus. Using the Gauntlet of Zeus, press... What the fuck is that? D-pad down, is it? Gauntlet attacks. Ah, so I can switch our attacks now. Hurrah! Just Hulk smashed your shield, motherfucker. Ooh. Okay, I like this gauntlet. Get my gauntlet, motherfuckers. Yes. Don't report me to YouTube. Don't report me to YouTube. I'll be good. I'll be good. I won't say anything else. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'm not here to offend. Oh dear me. Oh, maximum. Okay, I've got 2 maximums now. Okay, that's good. I'm going to pour it into my blades. Come on, baby. 5,000. Okay, so I can switch weapons now with the D down. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there wasn't any of that in the last God of War. You couldn't change weapons at all. You've been terminated. You can't terminate me, mate. I'm a good boy. I love Disney. Disney's like the best like production company ever. And what they're doing with their messaging is so great. It's written for the everyman. I love it. Oh shit! Now what the fuck is going on? Oh! Holy shit. Okay, I thought that was a hole. Well, I did good. I did good. I did good. I can smash my way through these statues. Ah, Hulk smash! Oh yes. The every man, you mean every woman? Oh no! No! Don't report me! Don't report me for saying the wrong word! Wrong think! Wrong think! I meant every woman, yes. Oh yes, I meant every woman, yes. Women are great. Women should be in everything. Men should be in nothing. Nixio, what the hell are you doing here, you crazy person? Z-Rex, welcome, my friend. Oh my god, actually, you put an egg in the chat. No! No more eggs. Eggs not allowed here. This is Kratos. We don't do eggs in Kratos land. This is the world of Zeus and gods and shit, I think. Well, I can't say for certain, but I think that's what this is. I club them with my fist. My Spartan rage fist. That room is so green, it's tasty. They're cooking. No, they're not cooking. They're here to try and recruit more horrible, more evil, scary people to their vacuous egg cult. That's why Nick's here anyway. Nick only comes here to recruit. That's the only reason he's here. He's here to recruit you to the egg cult, and you need to say no. You need to deny it with every fibre of your being, Goji. You need to be like, nope, we're not doing no egg cult. We're not going to join it. Egg cult is bad. Give you some bacon with those eggs. Oh, yeah. See? See, Nick? Bacon. Bacon better than eggs. Oh, shit. You're not hitting me. You're not hitting me. That's what I do when I don't know what to do. Oh shit, he's guarding. Don't mess with me. They don't call me Dr. Eggman for no reason. No! No! Do not join the evil egg cult. Nobody wants you to join it. It's bad. The egg cult is evil. It's evil in every way. Yes. I think he's gone. I think we survived Nick. As long as we survived him, we can get through anything. Trust me. He's a poison in the world. I'm just kidding. Me and Nick have a thing going. It's quite funny. The egg cult shit. I find it hilarious. Keeps trying to get me to join. I'm just like, nope, not joining no horrible, evil, disgusting egg cult. Especially not being a bacon man myself. Couldn't betray bacon like that anyway. I would never betray bacon. Bacon's way better than egg. It's not even a competition. It's like a performative kind of joke. Aha! I know what this is. That do something? Ah, I thought that would make something happen. It hasn't. That looks like a sun thing in the floor. I saw those chains going up, but what the fuck? I'm like 90% sure, you know this block in this game, I'm pretty sure that is the template for the new shield in the modern ones. Because it works the same way. You parry at the right moment and it goes into like a slow-mo mode-ish. Don't know. Could be wrong. I'm only going off of what I've seen as well. Fucking... Can't wait till I get to the new ones and we'll see what all the fuss is about. We'll see if the storytelling is really that good in the new games. I hope I'm going to be impressed with the new games, Goji. And I hope whatever reveal is waiting for me in the third game is going to be like eye-shattering. I want my mind blown, okay? I want to be like, oh my god, this is what Hollywood should write about, kind of thing. This is if they fuck this up in a TV show, I'm going to be angry, kind of moment. I mean, I'm already like that because I like the violence level of this. I even like the sex minigame that we had at the beginning. That was very good. He lost his groin belt. Yes! Your little ogre friend is dead. You get to join him in hell. In fact, are we in hell? I remember him saying something about Hades earlier. Ah, good. The guy who was the art director for the first 2 God of War games is the game director for God of War 3, and now he's the creative lead at Respawn and was one of the main producers for Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That wasn't a bad game. I mean, basically it was a, let's call it a, it was basically a Dark Souls kind of clone-ish with the respawning shit. I don't think that was ever explained in canon, why there is a respawning mechanic in Fallen Order. I don't think I ever actually understood why you keep respawning. I mean, in Dark Souls it's very, the reason's explained. Same in Demon Souls, because you're basically an undead, so you can keep coming back. But in that game, yeah, I don't think it was ever explained why Cal Kestis, I think that's his name in it, Cal Kestis, in the Fallen Order games keeps resurrecting. I don't know, but yeah, I think it was a good game. What I played of it. Is something over there alive? I can see a hand moving. What the fuck? I remember having this eureka moment when I was playing the Prison of the Damned in the Ascension. I was like, what the fuck? Why is this place alive? I keep putting like alive giants in parts of levels. It's makes me really nervous because I'm like, are they going to come and eat me? Oh, what we got? What's in here then? Oh, naked women. I like that. Did. Oh shit. Soulsborne, more like Forspawn. Got him. Yeah. It was, wasn't it? It was basically just, yeah. Have you played the have you played any Souls games, Goji? Give me your souls. because I've actually completed only 2 of them. I've played 1. I've completed 2. I've played 3, but I haven't finished it. Bloodborne, I've played, but I haven't finished. Sekiro, I very nearly finished, but I stopped because the last boss was really pissing me off. And yeah, Elden Ring I did finish after many hours. Fucking hell, Elden Ring is like one of the longest games I've played because of the open world shit, mostly. I mean, it does it pretty well, to be fair to Elden Ring.
Kratos saw before him the remnants of the old rulers of Earth, the mighty Titans.
Oh shit.
Defeated by the gods and enchained in the depths of Tartarus, they suffered their unjust penance. And for their torment, it was well known that these immortal beings hated the Olympians with immeasurable fury.
Shit. I suck at any Souls game, never beat any of them. I had the original Demon Souls for the PS3. Jesus, you have like one of the most unforgiving ones. But no, I hear you. You need, well, let's just say, severe patience for those games. I don't know how I've done the 2 I've done. I think it was just perseverance, and eventually I somehow managed to beat them. Heads off. Flipping Rama ball. These fuckers are really pissing me off now. Better. Revenge is sweet. So you're playing Doom this weekend, Goji. Is that all you're going to be doing all weekend? Just the whole way through Doom? Have you played the sequel? I keep meaning to play it. Again, I've got both of them. Just so many games I want to play through. Just keep never having time because most of them are fucking open world nowadays. They take up way too much time. I mean, like Elden Ring was like 50 parts at 3 hours each. It's craziness. I mean, it's a good game, but fuck me. I'd have been happy if it was like 30 parts. To me, that would have been the right amount. I miss linear games. That's what ended up stopping me from completing Horizon Zero Dawn on PS4. The open world opens up to me and I'm overwhelmed. Yeah, I was the same. It's why it took it so long for me to start that fucking game. I did start it eventually because the sequel came out, and I've got the sequel, but I haven't played it because I haven't finished the first one yet. I played a huge chunk of the first one and got bored. And I was like, I mean, I remember at the time everyone saying it was a really good open world, but I've played it and it's not that good of an open world. It's got all the busy work shit. It may be glossed up to look a little nicer, but it's still... I wouldn't say it's any different to any other fucking one. The open world in it seems very much similar to Ghost of Tsushima and Elden Ring and, well, all of them. Ghost of Tsushima is massive, especially with the expansion, but the source material and beauty kept me moving the whole time. Yeah, I was the same. I didn't think I would finish Ghost of Tsushima, but I did. I managed to see it the whole way through. It still has all of the annoying tropes that I don't like, all of the objective markers, all of the busy work shit. It's still there, but I agree that the combat loop is quite enjoyable. I mean, I had the same kind of feedback really for Forspoken. Loads of people ragging on that game at the moment because it's, well, I think it's because it's more progressive because you're playing as a black mage, and the only people who populate this world seem to be women in power positions of authority. And I get the feeling that and it feels a little bit agenda pushed, so I get the feeling that that's why there's such a big pushback to it. But people are saying it's because, again, the game's rubbish. But if I'm honest, for me it felt as good as Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, you know, the combat loop is fun. The open world shit, not so much. Actually, that said, I will say that the story in Ghost of Tsushima is better written than the one in Forspoken. Ugh, the one in Forspoken is shit. Hurts me. That's how bad it is. Yeah, I saw your video on it and I agree with the stuff you said. Yeah, the actual combat and whatnot looks pretty alright. It is. I mean, that's the thing. I was very surprised because I remember, again, it was the kind of situation I found myself in with like The Last of Us Part 2. Everyone ragging on it for being shit. And then I played it and I was like, it's not shit. It's fine. It's, you know, it's not a 9 out of 10. Fuck no. It's nowhere near a 9 out of 10. And for Forspoken, I think it would have been a much better story if it was just a linear game. Just a game like this where you play it to the end and then you got a new game plus and then that's it. You know, games have stopped being about that. They want to occupy your life. And I'm like, no, I don't want games to occupy my life. If they do, I get bored of them and I don't finish them. Because I'm a completionist. If I start a game, I like to do everything. So I've got a full picture. Oh shit, is he waking up? But yeah, with open worlds, there's too much. It's just too much, and it's just not necessary. It's a shame too, because like I said, the combat is really fucking fun. You just don't get many places to use it. I mean, not the whole arsenal, you know. Fuck me. Combat in that game, yeah, it's so fun. If they'd have just focused on that and just kept working with that, Jesus, it would have been a very good game. Oh, okay. Move that.
By the hands of Zeus, the Titans had been bound and shackled in their torment for 1,000 years, with no hope of escape.
Shit.
Now the chains that once held the Titan Atlas lay broken, and only one question plagued the thoughts of Kratos.
Who would release such evil?
Jesus. Kratos thinks they're evil? Fucking hell then. How bad is this thing going to be? I was about to say, Kratos is like fucking evil motherfucker. This is a man who kills like women trapped in capture over here. You two can get away from me. You're screwed, no doubt. I hope not. Pretty sure this is where I left off before my PS3 crapped out a couple of days ago. Oh shit. You were playing this on the PS3? Fucking hell, okay. Yeah. Those PS3s. Didn't know you could get this on the PS3. If you could, I might have done that. Saves me sitting here with my handheld PSP in my hands. Oh, here we go. Look at these. There's going to be more enemies, isn't there? Come on. They're going to spawn. There we go. Off you go. You're not stopping me. You're not stopping me. I'm getting to where I've got to go, guys. I'm getting there. Ooh, no, not birdies. You two can sod off. I respect the hustle full on using a PSP. Yeah, well, some people think probably think I'm crazy, and again, like I said, someone came on yesterday after when you guys weren't here, and was like, "What are you playing?" And I was just like, oh, "I'm playing a PSP game. It looks fucking awesome. Stop being fucking lame. You gotta respect the PSP." This was an amazing handheld, considered for people who only had the Game Boy. I still remember it fondly. I mean, I don't think I played hardly any games on it. I've got loads of games for it. I haven't played hardly any of them. Okay. It's a console I've got. I haven't played hardly any of the games on it. I've got a massive amount of games in my room. And there's probably, I'd say most of them I haven't finished. PSP is legend, and some respect it on Yo. Put some respect on it, you Yo homies. PSP is classic. It's like vintage Sony. It was Sony when they were trying things. I like that. Hell, I always thought the Vita was an underrated console. It's again Sony trying something, and then when it's not making them billions upon billions immediately, they drop it, which is very silly. Because I mean, you know, I think the Vita is still a solid system. I just don't have any excuses to get it out, because they stopped making games for it years ago. You've still got some indies who actually still create games on the Vita, and I respect that. Oh. Shit! Come on, Kratos, you can do this. Oh. Now where the fuck am I? Oh, we're still going up, are we? Wait, was there anything else down there? Just making sure there isn't anything I missed. Nope. So tell me, Goji, did you watch all of Obi-Wan? I'm curious now. You scratched me funny spot. God, that sounded dodgy. You've tickled me fancy. God, that sounds even dodgier. Increased damage. Tartar's Rage. Rage Air. Airborne Triangle, okay. Oh, we've maxed out the Blades of Chaos. Oh, we've got the Gauntlet of Zeus. The Efreet. Fucking hell, 10,000 orbs. I'm putting some into Gauntlet of Zeus. No, I'd say maybe 3 episodes total, scattered throughout, and that was enough for me to understand all of it and see what they were going for. And what would you say they were going for? Last one I saw is when Obi-Wan walks away from Anakin. Oh, what, the last episode? Where Anakin's like got his helmet smashed and he's speaking to Obi-Wan through the helmet. That's probably the best bit in all of it, but it's ironically that Disney didn't even write that. That's from the fucking Clone Wars. So, oh, like seeing Hayden was the last thing I remember. Oh yeah. Oh, what, in a flashback maybe? I think there's only one flashback scene. Your head's going off, motherfucker. go. Yeah, his helmet smashed and whatnot. It was pretty badass, but I was indeed chiefing quite a bit of devil's lettuce to be able to stand watching through it. So Hazy is putting it lightly. Well, fair enough. But yeah, don't worry, you saw the best scene in it, so no need to watch any more of it, quite frankly. You saw the best scene. You know, in fact, I wish that's how much I'd seen of it. It isn't though, I watched all of it, and oh my god, it's terrible. There's one scene where Leia, well, Leia being the genius child that she is, manages to escape her abductors by running away and tripping over things and shit like that, and the people who she's running from are so inept that they can't catch her. I mean, it's bad. What? I mean, even without Reaver, it's bad. Reaver's, in my opinion, just an annoying symptom that no one wanted. People just wanted to see fucking Hayden Christensen and Obi-Wan Kenobi's characters. That's all they wanted. But Disney didn't realise they had a good thing and could just do that. Shame. Shame indeed. Fuckers. Right. Anyway, that's this part up. That's 2.5 hours. It's my set menu standard. Goji, thank you so much for keeping me company again, my friend. And for the chats. Jesus, I love the chats. I love talking about anything. It's fucking great. And I'm glad I've got someone else who hates where the modern direction of where these fucking film properties and stuff are going nowadays. I'm glad I'm not alone in my beliefs of open world design and loads of other shit. It's great. I love talking about this stuff. But yes, I may come back for another part tonight. I'm not sure. But either way, thank you so much, guys, for stopping by, keeping me company. Again, don't know if the button will work. Will it work? Oh yes, please throw a like and subscribe my way if you enjoy my content, as it really does help my channel grow and flourish. Yes, sir. See you later. See you later, Goji. Thank you so much for keeping me company, my friend. And yes, everyone who else has stopped by really means a lot to me. Really does help me think that my channel's doing good. You know, it's just, and not only that, I just like to talk. You know, talk games, talk media. I love it. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the chat to you too, sir. Thank you very much. Right. Have a lovely weekend, people, or a lovely Friday. I'll definitely be on tomorrow at some point. So if it's not tonight, it'll definitely be tomorrow. Other than that, have a good Friday, guys, and a good Saturday morning. And if I don't speak, if you're busy off doing other things, then have a lovely weekend. Great. See you guys later on. All right.